If you're in the market for a new winter coat, but you're not really sure where to start, don't worry, I got your back. This video is going to be exactly what you need. What is up, party people? My name is Hailey. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about winter coats. I'm going to be showing you what you should look for in a winter coat, some of my favorite brands to shop for winter coats, and then I'll be showing you a couple of specific styles that I think you really can't go wrong with. Before we get into it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I'm really excited to chat with you guys about these winter coats, so let's just get right into it. I have no idea what's going on with my hair today, but this is just what we're working with. So first I want to talk about what you should be looking for in your winter coat, and we're going to start off with fabric. So there's a couple of different fabrics that you can look at when you are on the hunt for a winter coat. One of the most popular ones you'll likely see is wool. Wool is warm, it's durable, it's generally water resistant, not waterproof, water resistant. This means that water will generally not get into the fabric, but it's not necessarily a guarantee if you're in a rainstorm or a snowstorm that it's going to be completely dry. If you've done any type of research when looking for wool coats, you probably see wool coats and then wool blend. So let's talk about what that means for a second. 100% wool sounds really nice, and it is nice. Like 100% wool coat is definitely going to keep you warm, but I find that 100% wool can be a little scratchy sometimes, depending on the type of wool that it is. And it's also much more pricey, which is why a wool blend is a really good alternative. Synthetic blends like wool and nylon or wool and polyester or anything like that are actually not a bad thing at all. They're generally more durable than just a 100% wool coat, and they also keep their shape better, which is just good for the longevity of the item because you want to have it for a really long time. And moving away from wool for a second, the other main thing that I really like to look for when I'm shopping for a winter coat is waterproof, wind-resistant outer shells, as well as insulated inner lining. Down is of course very popular, and synthetic down is also becoming more popular, which we will talk about in a little bit. But all in all, I usually like to look for coats that have that water resistant or water repellent or windproof stamp of approval, either on the website or the tag or something like that. I just like knowing that I'm as protected from the elements as possible, so definitely something to consider when you're doing your coat shopping. Like I said, down coats are definitely the way to go. Those are going to keep you very, very warm. Same thing with 100% wool. When you have real down feathers, it can generally be a little bit more pricey, but I actually found a couple of coats that have responsibly sourced down in the lining. But if real down is not your thing, like I know some people can be allergic to it, or maybe you're looking for a vegan alternative, definitely don't discount synthetic down. We live in an amazing time where synthetic materials are just as good as animal products or anything like that. So by no means do I feel like you need an actual down coat, but just proceed with however you want. I have options for both, so we will talk about it in a little bit. Now, this video is going to be focusing on more affordable coats. Of course, there's a lot of really expensive, pricey coats on the market that are probably worth the money. Like Woolrich is a really nice brand that is very, very expensive, but every single person I know who owns a Woolrich coat or jacket loves it. But I mean, it's a lot of money to drop on something, and I don't know. I think that there's other more affordable alternatives out there, which I'm going to be showing you. So these are the brands that I recommend shopping when you're looking for a warm winter coat. None of these are going to cost you an arm and a leg, although they do vary a little bit in pricing. So at the end of the day, it's just going to be your call of what you feel comfortable spending, but there really should be a good option here for almost everybody. So do with that what you will. So my first favorite brand is going to be Aritzia, which is really known for their super puff coat, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Uniqlo is also a really good option for outerwear. People rave about Uniqlo's outerwear, so I have a couple of good options from there. Of course, I'm going to have to mention Quince. I think I've mentioned Quince in every single video ever. I love them. I just think they have really nice, affordable products that are incredibly high quality, and their coats and jackets are no exception. And then I also recommend more of those outdoorsy type of brands like Columbia, Patagonia, the North Face, anything like that. You're gonna find a really nice insulated coat, and I have a good recommendation in a few minutes, so hang tight. And these two aren't brands, they're more retailers, but Saks Off 5th and Nordstrom Rack are also really good options to find some discounted items. And again, I have a couple of options from these websites as well, so let's get into those recommendations. So I'm gonna section this portion of the video into two parts. We're gonna do wool coats first, and then more insulated coats second. So navigate to whichever one works best for you, or maybe you're looking for both. That's cool too. First, let's talk about this Italian wool coat from Quince. Again, if you know me, you know I love Quince. This is an Italian wool coat. It's made with 80% wool and 20% nylon. This is a single-breasted coat. It's a very elegant looking coat, very clean and put together. I love it. Comes in 3 neutral colors, which is going to be a pattern that we'll see throughout the rest of these coats, except a couple of them also come in more fun colors, so hang tight if that's something that you're interested in. But all in all, I've heard so many people rave about this coat, and the price is really, really great. So I had to put it on this list first, and I do think that this is a really good option if you're looking for a wool or wool blend coat. Next, I want to talk about this Cole Haan wool coat. I have this in black. Now, I couldn't find the exact style in black on the Saks Off 5th website. So it looks like they have a beige and a forest green, which could actually be super cute. But if you're interested in black, they also have this shorter option, which might be just as good depending on what you're looking for. This one is 60% wool. And then it's made of some other synthetic materials as well. So again, a wool blend. I would say anything above 50% wool is gonna be fine. Now, one of the biggest reasons I bought this coat is because of the belted waist, which I just love. I love when a coat can give you a little bit of shape because I feel like sometimes it's easy to drown in them. So if you're looking for a wool coat, a belted waist or a tie waist or whatever you want to call it might be a really good option for you to give you a little bit more shape. We love it. And I know I already mentioned the shorter version of it, but this is quite a long coat. It's fine on me. I'm 5'3" and I generally wear it with honestly anything. I'll wear it with like flatter sneakers or heels or whatever, and it works fine. But if you are looking for something that's just a little bit shorter, maybe you have a little bit more of a petite build, the short option might be better for you. So this coat is available at Saks Off 5th, and then this next coat I'm going to be talking about is available at Nordstrom Rack. This Calvin Klein coat is very stylish. It comes in a bunch of different colors, which is always great to see. And it has a bunch of really cute details to it, like the belted waist, and it has an inner bib, which means that it's gonna help your chest stay a little bit more warm. And it looks like you can zip it up and down, which again, extra layer of warmth, and who doesn't love that? This coat is 51% wool, so again, it's not like 100% wool or anything, but it's fine. It's gonna keep you warm. As long as you layer properly and, you know, don't forget your scarves, your gloves, or whatever. It depends on where you live, of course, and how frigid it is. But this one is going to keep you warm, so don't worry about that. Now, these two coats, the Cole Haan one and the Calvin Klein one, they are just two of many, many options on Saks Off 5th and Nordstrom Rack. So if you don't like either of those, I definitely recommend taking a look on either of those websites because the options are just endless, and I guarantee you're gonna find something that you like, and it's again gonna be at a really good discount. So I mean, that's a win. Who doesn't love that? Now, as I mentioned earlier, I want this video to be affordable coat options, and the word affordable is subjective, right? Affordable means something different to me than it does to you. So I did my best to put some options in here that everyone can kind of attain without losing quality. So I do want to mention this Aritzia coat, but I want to preface first that it is a little bit pricier. So if spending $350 on a wool coat isn't your jam, I totally get it, it's fine. And I'll leave a timestamp here so you can just skip ahead to the next one. This Aritzia coat is, again, something that people rave about. And honestly, I get it. It's super, super cute. I mean, Aritzia just has the cutest things, like, ever. I love that brand. Full price, it's $350. At the time of this video, it's marked down a little bit, so it might be worth waiting for a sale depending on how urgent you need the coat. My favorite thing about this coat is the color options. Oh, Aritzia just does so well with colors. Ooh. This one is 78% wool, so definitely a little bit higher, a little bit more nice. But again, it's the price you're gonna pay. This one is also made with 10% cashmere, which is always nice. Cashmere is perfect for staying warm, so love to see it. So again, if you have $350 to spend, or maybe your budget is, you know, in the $300 or $400 range, this is definitely a good option for wool coats. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to more of those insulated coat options, and we're gonna start with this one from Quince. So this puffer jacket is made with responsible down. I really like this coat, and if I knew about it when I was searching for a winter coat a few years ago, I probably would have bought it. But the one I have now is great. I'm gonna mention it next. But this puffer jacket or puffer coat from Quince is great. It's water resistant, it's wind resistant, which is great for anybody who lives in any particularly windy areas. And it's only $130, which is just like miraculous. I mean, that's a really, really good price for a down coat, so just saying. And it comes in a bunch of really cute colors, including some brighter options. So if you're somebody who, again, doesn't really want to do like the black, white, beige, I get it, kind of. And they have some really good brighter colors that you can check out. The next coat I'm going to talk about is one that I actually own from Columbia. I love this coat. It's served me so many years, and I'm probably going to have it for quite a few more just because the quality is so good and it's so warm. Oh my gosh, I just love it. It's made with synthetic down, which again is totally fine. It keeps me warm and I'm okay with that. And it also has a reflective insulated lining, which is gonna help keep you warm as well. It's gonna add like a thermal element to it. One of my favorite parts about this coat is actually the hood. I love a good hood because I am somebody who is always gonna put it up when I'm going outside. Like, it's just how I work, especially if it's windy. And the fur lining around the coat, it's faux fur, but it feels like real fur. I remember when I got it, I was so surprised at how real it felt. But I love it. It does a really good job of keeping the wind out of my face. So if you're somebody who's like wants a nice hood, this is a good option. This coat also has some adjustable features, like you can make the cuffs tighter if you need them, or of course like the hood tighter if you need it to be. And those are really good options. I love a customizable coat jacket thing. Just, you know, depending on the elements, you can make it whatever you want. I love that. And one of my other favorite things is how deep the pockets are in this coat, because I mean, I'm somebody who generally, as of lately, I'm not really carrying around a bag that much, just because I have my credit card and my driver's license in my phone. Like, I have a little thing on my phone. So if I can just put, you know, I guess my wallet or my phone or chapstick or sunglasses or whatever in my pockets, like, I'm set. So if you're somebody who loves a deep pocket, this is going to be a good option for you. Next, we're going to talk about Aritzia's The Super Puff line. I think they did a really good job of designing this beautiful line of puffer jackets where you can really get anything you want. So if you want a certain color, you can get it. If you want a certain finish, you can get it. Like if you don't want matte or you want shiny or glossy, they have all these options, which I just think is amazing. And they also have different lengths. So they have one that they call the shorty style. They have a longer style as well. And then they also have a bomber style. So if you're really interested in just the technology of this line with its wind resistant and water repellent and down lining and things like that, you have so many options to choose from. So this might be a good place if you really don't know where to start. Aritzia is just going to be a really good option for you. This is another product that people are obsessed with. I hear them talking about it all the time, and I actually see people wearing them all the time too. So, you know, can't go wrong. And lastly, here we have this seamless down coat from Uniqlo. You'll probably notice that a lot of these puffer jackets I mentioned, or a lot of these like insulated jackets that I've mentioned, they look pretty similar, which is just the name of the game. It's going to come down to your personal preference at this point, but they all generally perform the same. It's going to depend on just what you like in terms of color or style, or maybe there's like a specific element that you're really interested in. This is another coat made with windproof fabric, it's water repellent, and this is another very clean looking coat because the pockets are actually designed to be hidden. So it's just a very put together coat, which I appreciate, and the price is also amazing. Now Uniqlo is known for their basics, they're known for their neutrals, but this coat comes in a really beautiful wine color, which I think is gorgeous. And if you're not looking for something super bright, but you're also not looking for a neutral, this wine color is probably going to be a really good option for you. Alright you guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was able to kind of put you on a better path in terms of where you should go next when it comes to your winter coat shopping. Shopping for a winter coat can be very specific. It's not as easy as going and buying like a t-shirt or a pair of pants or whatever. There's so many details that you have to consider. So again, I hope this video was able to help you narrow down some options that might work for you. Do me a favor, leave a comment down below. Which coat was your favorite? Do you have one that you're maybe leaning towards over another? Do you have a place that you like to shop your winter coats for that maybe wasn't on this list? Let me know. I would love to hear about it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your support, and I will see you next time. Bye.